Hello, I'm Aaron Cole. I'm a 21-year real estate broker. I use my experience as a CPA and a property manager to help my clients maximize their profits when they buy and sell residential investment property. Thank you for tuning into my real estate investment channel. In this episode, I'm going to share a short story about a recent client purchase that turned out to be a huge success. This couple was introduced to me from a prior client. They were looking to purchase their first rental property, and so we met and talked through a lot of information. We looked at their expectations, the financial issues related to the purchase. I got them pre-approved with my lender, and then we started the search. And the search was a bit longer than I would have expected, but in today's market, it can be a bit of a challenge to find a really good cash flow property. So one morning I found what I thought would be the one in our search, and turned out to be. This one was a good cash flow property, but it appeared to be really underpriced. And so we ended up making an offer on the property. There were competing offers. We beat out two other competing offers, and I have to say we got a great price on the property, even though we had to compete for it. So after the purchase contract was signed, we got a home inspection and worked through some pretty significant repair issues. The seller just had not prepared the property in a proper manner. There were quite a few issues to deal with there, and some leasing issues as well. But so we got through those repairs. But the real good news came when the appraisal came back to the lender. The appraisal revealed that I was right, that the property was worth significantly more than my clients had paid for it. The property appraised for $20,500 more than the purchase price. Wow, that's a lot of money. And to think that $20,000 difference is on a $90,000 property. We're not talking about a $300,000 property here. The listing agent and the seller just did not know how much money they had left on the table. And I couldn't help but think, what would the seller have done? As an older guy, what would he have done with thousands more dollars in his pocket from the closing? Well, the reason I'm telling you this story is that if you have built and managed a solid rental portfolio, or even if it's just one rental property, and now that the market in our area, and perhaps in the country, is better than it's ever been, the real estate market's better than it's ever been, you're likely considering selling that property or those properties. And when you sell them, you want to make sure you don't leave money on the table like the seller in my example story did. You want to make sure that you maximize your profits when you sell. And so when you choose the right agent to help you with the sale of your residential investment property, that agent should be able to help you to understand some important issues. The strategy, the pricing, the marketing, they're going to be different than if you're selling a single family property. Certainly other issues like capital gain tax and property tax issues and other things are going to come up. And so that agent should be able to introduce you to a CPA or to a financial advisor if there are some other things to be thinking about. How can you maximize your profits when you sell by using some strategy to go about doing that? The right agent should also be able to help you improve the value of your property, maybe make some repairs, improve the leasing structure if that's something that you'd like to do. Before you hire an agent to help you sell an investment property, ask them some questions. How many investment properties do they sell? Are they selling investment properties every month? You're going to need a specialist to help you understand some of these things that are different as opposed to just selling a single family home. And I got to say, choosing the wrong agent, just because you know them, someone who doesn't know the rental or the investment market, that choice could cost you thousands of dollars. And in our example story, that was $20,500 on a $90,000 duplex. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. Again, if you have questions about this information, or if you'd like me to review a property with you, be glad to do that. My contact information is below the video. Thanks again.